What's up, you guys? It's your girl Chanel Says What? And this is Maddie. Say hi. This is Maddie, the beautiful, wonderful Shih Tzu, gorgeous wonder of the world. See? Say hi. Yeah, I know. She looks rough. She needs a haircut, you guys. But yeah, I know it's been a minute since I did a video. It's been a nice minute since I did a video, a while. But it's been some pressing things that's been going on that has demanded my attention, y'all. And I am here to talk about it. I am here to discuss it and get it off of my chest with you guys. And yeah, so if you don't know, now you know. I like to hop right into it. So let's just get right on into it and get this out of the way. So, you know, Vampire Diaries has come to an end. I know, I'm hurt, I'm crushed. And the originals is coming to an end. I wish they would have been on a little bit longer. But as Julie Plec and her beautiful friend love to do, write themselves into circles like they did with Vampire Diaries. And clearly what they's doing with the originals. But yeah, so first thing that I want to get into is Haley dying. Now, it was already put out there that Haley was going to die, so we knew that. We just didn't know in what manner or exactly when she was going to die, but she did, y'all. She gone. And sad, yes, but I wasn't really connected to Haley's character. Even though she was on Vampire Diaries first, I just was never crazy about her. Sad that she's dead, but ain't no sweat off my back. Okay, and the second thing is that, okay, so she's just chilling, you guys. See, do you see herself? Do you see you? She's a blonde, so she's a little, you know, out of the sorts up there. So say bye-bye. Say bye. No, you're not gonna say bye. Okay. Okay, she gonna say bye to me. Okay, there you go, sweetness. Okay, I'ma hope she don't start the stalker thing, because she got that very bad, y'all. So anyway, I don't know what it is. The lighting in here is not that great, you guys, so I might be a little dark. Bear with me, okay? Yeah, so and then you got Hope, who has this, you know, magic inside of her now, because she took the magic out of the Michelsons to, you know, save everybody and so everyone could be okay. And now it's inside of her, which I kind of figured it was going to get back in her. I mean, this season was very predictable, of course. And so I knew it was going to get back inside her some sort of way, and it totally did. Okay, and so now they're gonna I think that one of the somebody, either Klaus or I want to say Elijah, but given after what I saw, which I'm gonna touch on that, I'm not sure, but somebody's gonna take this magic from her, or someone's gonna sacrifice themselves to help her out. Someone's gonna do something, and I hope it's not Klaus, because the girl has lost her mom and she don't need to leave her dad either. Whether he's doing it for her or not, you know, she got to have a parent somewhere. So, and then the third thing would be Marcel, who will never forgive Elijah for killing him. He's never going to get over that. And you know, it was trippy, because when they were all searching for their keys and Marcel found Elijah's key in the dungeon in a coffin, and when he explained to him that he views Elijah as death, like that's all he will ever be to him, is just death, and that Hope now sees him the exact same way. It was heartbreaking. It was sad, because Elijah did love Marcel, but they never really looked at him as family like he thought, you know, because if that was the case, she wouldn't have ripped his heart out, which he put himself in a position to be killed. So he's all sad, like, oh, you killed me. But it's like, dude, you just told them that you would never stop trying to kill them. You would never stop trying to hurt them. So You put them in that predicament to get yourself killed. So, and the fourth thing is, which I don't think this is going to happen. I don't think they're ever going to give us this. But Caroline and Klaus being together. I want them to be together. A lot of people want them to be together. And, you know, Julie is not going to do that. She's pretty much doing what she want to do. Obviously. Her and her buddy. And so I don't think they're going to give us that. Like, they're not going to give us that. And as much as I want it, they're not going to do it, okay? And the fifth and last thing that I do want to get into, and I can't stress it enough. Vampire Diaries set the bar for the originals. And they basically set the rules between how supernaturals work. Now, they started off by saying that nothing can cure a werewolf bite but Klaus's blood. But then they turned it around, and then now it's you can absorb the magic from the bite, and that takes it away. Like, if you say nothing can cure the bite but Klaus's blood, then that should be it. Like, there should be no changing it and rearranging it and making it into something different. If that's what you said happens, then that's what's supposed to happen. Even on the originals, not, you know, Klaus's synthetic blood or, you know, no. If his blood is the only thing that could cure a werewolf bite, no matter who did the biting, no matter if you were in New Orleans, not in New Orleans, it doesn't matter. If his blood is the only thing that could cure a bite, then that's what it should be. There shouldn't be no synthetic blood being made or magic, you know, stealing the properties of the magic away from the bite. Like, no. If that is the only thing that can cure it, then that should be the only thing that can cure it. That's what made Klaus so much more of an important person, was because he was the only one that could cure this bite. That's what put him at the top of the food chain. Which the Vampire Diaries, Julie, you are the one who introduced this man as this unstoppable force, the top of the food chain. No one tops the originals, and no one tops Klaus Michelson. That's what you did. You introduced him to us in that way, and then you turned it around and you took it all away, and you made him the bottom of the food chain. And you put everyone else is now at the top of this food chain, and he's now at the bottom. Do you see why that is a problem? Why that's backwards as hell? Like, it makes no, like, all I can do is scratch my head. Like, that's it, because it infuriates me. And okay, moving on. Okay, and another thing is, you said, and it was actually Rebecca who said it in Vampire Diaries, that you cannot be a vampire and a witch. You can only be one or the other. You cannot be both. And what did y'all do? Y'all went and got these Gemini coven, no personal magic having witches that cipher magic, who just so happen to be vampires and witches. But because they're from the Gemini coven, which had a whole lot of people in their coven who were witches but couldn't do their own magic, you had them come around, and now they're vampire and witches. You said that you cannot be a vampire and a witch. Can't be both. You have to be one or the other. Then you turn around and then you give us just that. Then you turned around and then you did it again with Hope. Now Hope's a werewolf and a witch. Plus, what if she dies? She's going to come back a vampire, and now she's going to be hybrid hope. But what did she say when I saw that sorry ass promo for Legacies? She's a tri-bred. The fuck is that? A tri-bred. Okay. Do y'all see the issues that I'm having with this? Is that you can't be a vampire and a witch, but then you did it. You can't be a wolf and a witch, but then you did it. So next is going to be a vampire, werewolf, and witch all wrapped up into one giant beautiful package. That doesn't make any sense to me. Because how can she be a wolf and a witch? Because if that's the case, when Esther, for those of y'all who don't know, the Michelson's mom, the original witch, when she turned her children into vampires, which they were witches first, when she turned them into vampires, why wasn't they vampire and witches? Why wasn't Klaus a witch, a wolf, and a vampire when he was born a witch and a wolf in the first place? So he should have still been able to do magic. Why couldn't he do any magic? Why is it that when he was killed and turned into a vampire, all he did was come back a hybrid? Why couldn't he be a witch, still capable of doing magic, plus a vampire, plus a witch? Do y'all even think about that, Julie, Pleck, and your friend? Did y'all think about that when y'all were writing? Did y'all not, which clearly you didn't, look at your old scripts and go back and forth? Or did y'all just write the script for this season, and when that season was over, you bundled it up and threw it in the garbage? Like, you don't have an archive or something for this specific stuff to go? Like, because clearly y'all can't remember what come out y'all mouths. Y'all say it, and then that's the end of it. You put it out there, and then that's it. You get amnesia in the brain, and then you can't remember what you said. You can't remember what you wrote. You obviously don't look at your old episodes. And then y'all put it out there, and then you think we're just supposed to run along with it, which a lot of people obviously are just running along with it, but I'm not them. I'm going to call you out because I see what you're doing, and it's annoying. And then Marcel doesn't have a heart. I'm still trying to figure out, how is it that he don't have a heart, but he's still alive, and now he carries the bite of a werewolf? That doesn't make any sense to me. And this gigantic hatred that he has for the Michelson family, like how he was always talking about, you guys ran away, you ran away. Like, dude, you made them run away when you called Michael to New Orleans. That made them go away, which is what you wanted. You wanted Klaus to leave. And so he left. That's what you wanted. You can't say he ran because you're the one who wanted him to go. So he left. And you sad and upset because you felt like he didn't come back and see if you were alive. But yet you didn't search him out either. You didn't go looking for the person who sired you, just like he didn't come back looking for you. But you in your chest. And then you upset that Rebecca won't marry you. Rebecca has always been your second choice. Obviously, we saw that. But Julie and the writers, they so damn dumb. They so stupid that they think no one has common sense. When you knew that you was in love with Rebecca, you kissed her and Klaus got pissed off and he daggered her. She was daggered for 50 years. 50 years he left the girl daggered for kissing you. He gave you the option of undaggering her and then riding off into the sunset, or becoming a vampire. You chose to become a vampire instead of getting with Rebecca, when Rebecca could have turned you herself. I mean, she could have turned you herself and y'all still could have rode off into the sunset together. But instead, you chose to be a vampire. You put her second, not first. And then when she come back again and then ask you to leave with her, leave New Orleans, let Klaus have it. Me and you can run off and be together. What did you do? You put her second and you put the city first. When she came back around after you got involved with that Sophia chick, once again, you put her second, and you chose someone else first. Then at the end of season 4, you go back to her. Only because the Sophia chick left. You didn't leave her, she left you. And then you wanted to go and be with Rebecca. She's always your second choice. She's never been your first. So, but obviously we see Rebecca's very naive when it comes to men. And she can't understand and get it when she's being second choice. I wanted her to be with Matt. I don't see why you just couldn't give the two of them a happily ever after and let them be together. But Julie, we see that you're full of shit. And you're just, you're going blind at it, okay? So that brings that to an end. Let's talk about this Legacy bull crap I just saw. The promo for I think that show's gonna be bad. I keep telling y'all, I have a good eye. I can tell when things are gonna be good and bad. Movies, TV shows, I promise. I can tell. Like I just get like this weird feeling inside, and it lets me know if something is gonna be bad or not. And the moment that I heard about it, I knew it was gonna be bad. But then when I saw the promo for it, I really, really, really knew that it was going to be bad. I knew it. I knew it was going to be bad, y'all. And sure enough, it was bad, just like I thought. Just like I thought. First of all, your casting is horrible. Everybody is so ugly. Let me try to say this in a way for y'all to understand me, okay? I don't mean to be harsh. I'm not trying to be harsh. This is just how I am. When I'm watching a TV show or when I'm watching a movie, I have to have something nice to look at. I'm not the brightest apple that fell from the tree. I'm no Miss America by any means necessary. What I am saying is that I have to have something nice to look at. So the women have to be pretty, and I don't like women by it at all. But the women have to be pretty. Their acting has to be believable, and their voice has to be in a tone that is okay for my ears. For the men have to be fine. I'm sorry, I have to have a good-looking man in order for me to watch a television show. I cannot watch a show that have men that I find unattractive. I can't, and I won't. As shallow as that sounds, I'm very shallow, and I'm gonna admit it. I am very shallow. So if the men are not attractive, it doesn't matter how good their acting is. I won't pay attention. I won't budge. Click, I'm changing the channel. I won't go no further. Their acting has to be believable. Even though I know they're TV shows and I know that they're movies, but I have to be able to believe that what I'm seeing is actually happening. And if that is not working, then I can't watch the show. Now, you're going to do another show once again with a piece of Mystic Falls, but none of the Mystic Falls characters. Very disappointing. Alaric, that's all you want to give us is Alaric? I mean, I like Alaric, but where's Caroline? Where's Caroline? Okay, is she going to be a guest and pop up here and there, or an episode with her here and then 5 episodes without her, but then 2 episodes with her? Like, no, you can't go Mystic Falls without the characters of freaking Mystic Falls. What about Jeremy? Y'all showed Jeremy in the end of Vampire Diaries, and then we never saw Jeremy ever again. Where's Jeremy? I hate Elena, but where is she? I hate Damon. Where is he? Where's Caroline? Where? And then the people that y'all casted to play her daughters, are you kidding me? Jo was a very beautiful woman and Alaric is a very handsome man. Why do their kids look uglier than the bottom of my foot? Like I wouldn't touch them with someone else's hands. If I could be a guy for a day, I wouldn't lay a finger on them bitches. They're ugly as what is the problem with y'all? Y'all can't cast. Y'all can't. You're incapable of casting. Okay, and then this Roswell. I remember when Roswell came out. I do. I was a preteen. I think I was like 13, 14 maybe, when Roswell came out on the WB before there was a CW, Channel 18, with no cable. I'm talking antenna. That was the WB with the frog. You can't forget. And I remember when Roswell first came out, and I was obsessed. I watched from beginning to end. I saw every episode, all 3 seasons. And now I hear that I saw the preview for it, and it has the guy who played Jackson from the originals and the guy who Lafayette was banging butt buddies with on True Blood, and Mr. Who else? Tyler Lockwood. I must admit, I'm very disappointed for the trailer that I saw, and I know it's going to be very bad because we didn't need a redo of it in the first place. Roswell was an iconic show, so leave it alone. There was no need for a reboot. We don't need Liz, Max, it's been 10 years since we saw each other. How the fuck has it been 10 years when y'all all ran off together? Everyone left together, ran off, and they got married. So 10 years since y'all saw each other, all of a sudden no one knows if they could trust Liz. It was disappointing, you know. A lot of historical shows, a lot of historical TV shows, and a lot of historical movies have been tampered with, and we need to find a way to put a stop to it. Like, how can we? I don't know. We got to figure out a way to stop it. Like, everything that was a movie, a cartoon movie, a regular movie does not need to be a TV show. And what was TV shows does not need to be turned into movies. Some things are better left alone. Not everything needs to have someone hands in it and redoing it. Charm, that doesn't need a reboot. It was an iconic TV show. It's ran its course, and now it's over. Leave it alone. Roswell ran its course, is done. Leave it alone. The originals are coming to an end. Let it go. We don't need a legacy. We don't need another spinoff to a spinoff of a spinoff. We don't need that. Just let it go. We will move on. We will have our moments where we will go back and look at old episodes, or go back and look at Pacific old episodes and reminisce about how we felt when we saw it for the first time, and all of that, which makes it iconic. That's what makes the show forever hold purpose. You don't need to give it spin-offs and redo it, and you just move on and let it go. The originals, the Michelsons, are so iconic. You know, to some it may not be, but for me, they're iconic. They're the moment that I felt when they brought in the Michelsons, how I felt when they were talking about Klaus and who he was, and you know, we got to see him go from this hard guy with this wall to breaking it down whenever he was around Caroline, and being in love with Haley because that was the mother of his child, and seeing how he loved his daughter so much. And it's like, okay, it's ran its course. Let it go. Let it go, okay? The daughter, Hope, she is not as interesting as y'all think she is. She's not. We already had a whole hybrid situation with Klaus. We don't need it again. Y'all tried to do it by adding Marcel, you know, as the vampire with the werewolf bite. And no one was biting at that damn apple. Let it go. We don't need a legacy. We really don't. The show is going to be bad. Roswell is going to be mad. I would love to meet Julie. I would love to meet her. I would love for her to watch this video so I can just disrespect the hell out of her. Because that's what I feel like she's doing to me. That's how I feel. I feel like I'm being disrespected. Like, I feel like I'm being disrespected. That's how I feel. Like, I do. I really feel like this woman has, like, disrespected me in some sort of way by messing with my childhood. That's what I don't like when that happens. I don't like my childhood being tampered with. And that's what's happening with a lot of these shows. They're being tampered with, cartoons that I grew up on, TV shows I grew up on, movies I grew up on, comic books that I grew up on. That everything, nothing is sacred anymore. Everything is all about turning it into something for some coins. And then it don't even be good. The shit sucks. It sucks. It sucks. It sucks. But you know what? I could talk about this forever, and not really, because I cuss a lot and it's very complicated for me right now to say everything that I'm saying without cussing. So I'm going to end it right there. Holla at your girl. You know what I'm saying? Give me a like, thumbs up. Subscribe. Help a sister out. I know it's been a minute. I'm not that great with editing. I do not know how to edit at all. I suck at editing. I'm not a computer whiz. So I just record it, say what I gotta say, and then upload it, and that be the end of it. Maddie, come here. Come here so you can say bye-bye. Come here. Oh, this is my baby. Okay. Alright, well, we're gonna say bye-bye, you good young one. She's so cute, you guys, and she's so tiny. Like, look at how small she is. She's so little. Oh, her little feces smell good. She do look a mess, you guys. I will admit, she needs a haircut. She needs her nails clipped, and she just look a mess. When she gets food, everything that she eats just goes all up in her hair. So, okay, we're gonna say bye-bye. Okay, you guys, this is your girl Chanel Says What? And I'm out of here, so bye. Say bye-bye, Maddie. Okay. Bye, you guys.